start.
First appointment cancelled. What do you think?
Oh, what?
My hair. I'm thinking about having it cut shorter, you know, one of those more modern styles. Would it suit me?
Not sure. Might be a bit harsh.
Don't you think it would say sophisticated?
So, what brought on this desire to look sophisticated, Helen?
Sophisticated?
Well, I just fancied a change, that's all. And if it's a disaster, my hair will always grow out again.
Oh, yeah, but it can take forever. If you want to change, you're better off changing your makeup, because that way, if you don't like it, you can just wash it off.
How would you make Helen look sophisticated with makeup?
Oh, with lipstick. And frosted pinks. They're very, well, ageing. I mean, I can get away with it, but what you need is a vibrant orange, something like that.
Aging? Ruth, how's it going?
Oh, I'm beginning to think I know what I'm doing. Where I'm going is another problem.
Oh, yeah, you're nursing into... You're integrating a...
Integrated nursing, district nurse, secondment.
That's it. Well, let's make this so complicated. Because I can.
No problems, then?
No, it's really nice being out of the surgery, that's for sure. You can get a bit samey being in the treatment room all day. It's a bit nerve-wracking.
Yeah, well, I remember when I started as a GP. It was in a tough part of Belfast. I mean, far more run down than it is today, of course. So I was visiting this old biddy in her home. And I was sitting down writing out a prescription. I was suddenly aware of a lot of movement all around me. It was a sofa, absolutely crawling with fleas. Took me 2 weeks to get rid of them. Mr. Bardwell, Ian. Ian, come through.
Thank you so much for sharing that with us, Dr. Maguire. Makes me feel so much better.
Come in, mate. Thank you. Sit yourself down. Well, that blooming weather last week. Did you get out much?
Yeah, I did actually, yeah. I was going quite well against Clive then. Shanked one on the 17th.
So you know how it's improving your handicap today, then?
No, I'm hoping to make my excuses and slip away unnoticed later, you know, get a quick round it.
Man after my own heart.
If I'm feeling better. You see, I keep feeling nauseated.
How long has this been going on?
On and off about a year.
You've been a long time coming to see me.
Well, like I said, you know, it's on and off. Make an appointment, feel better, then I cancel it.
And then he comes back. Guaranteed?
No, I've worked it out, though.
Worked what out?
Well, it's Thursdays. I only feel ill on Thursdays. Rest of the week, I'm fine.
It's nice round here, isn't it?
I think so.
Have you lived here long?
20 years.
You must have seen a lot of changes in that time.
Oh, yes. Little prick. Some good, some bad. Did you know Mrs. Hathaway used to live next door?
No, I haven't been doing this long.
Ah, well, anyway, she died last year. We were good friends. Used to go shopping together every Monday. Made me laugh, she did.
You must miss her.
I certainly do. Particularly when I think of the little madam they've moved into her flat.
Wonder what's going on?
What?
Oh, with Helen? Wonder why she wants to look so sophisticated all of a sudden.
Well, perhaps she just wants a change.
Perhaps she's trying to spice up her sex life. Where are all the pens? Thank you.
So, you think I'll live to fight another day?
If your diabetic controls anything to go by, you'll outlive us all. You must be very good with your diet.
Just self-control, that's all. Not something these youngsters have too much in abundance these days, do
Some
they?
of them have, you know.
Not her next door, that's for sure.
Mr. White, don't wanna dance, I don't care where you can go fight. Since you're holding up the...
That'll be her, dashing off to goodness knows where. Too boring to stay at home with her baby. It's all toddlers groups and baby clinics.
How old's the baby?
Only a few weeks. In my day, you stayed indoors for 4 weeks after you gave birth. Now they're up and about before the baby's drawn its first breath.
It's healthier that way.
That's as maybe. Certainly doesn't make for a happy baby if next door's anything to go by. Cry goes on for hours sometimes.
It may have colic.
I don't know what's wrong with it, but that Gemma hasn't a clue how to cope. I'd hear her shout at it sometimes, as if that would help.
Does she have any family?
No. I offered to help. Babysit for her sometimes, let her get out on her own for a bit. Turn me down flat, she did. Said she wouldn't trust an old hag like me with her baby. I ask you, and me. Brought up 2 of my own.
Live local, do they?
No, both moved away, you know. Hardly see the grandchildren.
It's hard when you're on your own with a baby.
It's hard on your own, full stop.
Of course. I'll just have a word with the health visitor. She might need some sort of support.
Support? What that young lady needs is a smack bottom, if you ask me. Mouth like a fishwife.
I'm sorry. I can't find anything obvious.
What do you think it could be?
What, stress? Could be stress-related. Thursdays. Do you do anything specifically on a Thursday?
How do you mean?
Well, facing customers you can't stand the sight of, a double scotch before a meeting, I don't know. Do you do anything different on a Thursday?
No. Thanks, mate.
Yes, see. Joanna,
Yeah.
how's end of surgery looking?
How do you mean?
Well, it looked pretty quiet earlier. Last appointment at 11, no extras.
Oh, yeah, what? Somebody seems to have written emergencies only next to most of the slots.
Yes, that was me. I didn't want you putting anything routine in. I thought I might get some driving practice in.
But you already can drive.
Golf driving.
Oh, you one of those buggy things?
Joanna,
Who's going to do your visits?
Steve said he would.
Does Kate know?
No, I don't want to bother her, and I'm sure you don't either, so if you could just keep the appointments clear.
I don't know, Mac.
Princess, Joe.
Was that Mac?
Yes, he were just showing out a patient.
Well, could you give me a call when he's finished? I need a word.
No sign of her next door coming back then.
Maybe she's taking the baby to the park.
Feels like rain, and I'll lay odds she hasn't taken waterproofs for the poor mite.
Bye. I'll be back to see you again next week.
Thank you. Bye.
So when's that gorgeous brother of yours coming in then?
I don't know. Why don't you ask Helen?
Why would I know that?
Well, you're his doctor, aren't you?
Oh, well, I don't know if he's got an appointment.
Is he like seeing anyone at the minute?
Pass.
What, you don't even know if your own brother's got a girlfriend or not?
Joe, you've asked me that 100 times already. Anyway, I don't want to talk about his love life. It'll only make me jealous.
Mrs. Gardner.
You're early.
Yeah, well, I seem to have an enormous number of house visits. I don't know why.
Oh, can't keep away from
I
us.
needed a coffee.
I'll do it.
You can't expect me to accept from a patient. Not after the story Max told this morning.
Oh, no, I hadn't thought of it like that. You might get food poisoning or something. Now, do you like frosted pink, or do you think that vibrant orange is a more sophisticated colour?
That depends.
On what?
Oh, what on earth you're talking about?
Kettle boiling.
Oh, Mac, can I talk to you about a patient of yours, Gemma Marsh, Farmgate Estate?
Sorry, Ruth, got a dash. Just leave me a note about it, yeah?
Come on, take a moment. Where's he going?
Oh, I don't think he knows himself. He's going to play golf or going for a drive or something.
Not exactly a dire emergency, then.
Hardly. Why are there never any chocolate biscuits when you want one?
Well, I promised Matt that I would never show his secret hiding place, but I'm not best pleased with him. So...
Cheers. Oh, don't worry about him. He owes me one anyway. What did you want him for, then?
Well, a young girl had a baby a few weeks ago, and I thought I heard her go out when I was with Mrs. Arbut this morning. But when I went past the door, I thought I heard a noise inside. She's left the baby. I'm not sure. But if I was sure, I would have done something about it. I wanted to ask Mac if she was the sort of girl that might leave a baby.
What are you going to do now, then?
I don't know.
Ian? We meet again.
Managed to get away then?
Completely unnoticed.
It's not your usual day, is it? Mind you, it's not mine either. Wednesday's my regular day.
You getting any bit of practice?
I was going to, yeah, but Clark couldn't. You got a partner?
No.
Do you want to come round with me?
Yeah, great.
All right. I'll just get a bite to eat before we go then.
Uh-huh.
See you.
Ta-da. Straight down the middle.
Has Mac finished yet? He's gone out, hasn't he?
Drink.
Yeah, half, please, Dougie.
Fancy a bite before you're off?
No, no. Do you always have prawn?
Usually I like prawns, yeah.
So, it's golf on a Wednesday, eat prawns, ill on a Thursday. You ever thought you might be allergic to them?
No, I doubt it. No, I had prawns on Saturday, no problems then.
Maybe it's something else in the sandwich? Maybe it's a beer?
Come on, shall we?
Gemma, are you there? Gemma, hello? Are you there? Hello? Are you there?
I told you, she's gone out.
Do you have a spare key to the front door?
She'd hardly leave one with me.
I'm worried about the baby. Have you heard them come back?
No, she's probably left it on its own. You think it's all right?
I don't know.
Hey!
I don't know if the mother's in there with the baby and can't get to the door, or if the baby's been left alone.
And it was you who reported this,
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
Is anyone in there? Open the door up, love, will you? It's the police. Anyone got a spare key?
No.
Right. Stand back.
Oh, there. It's all right now. There. It's all right now.
There's no one else in the flat. Baby all right?
She needs a change and a feed. Now let's see if there's a bottle in the kitchen for you, shall we?
So how are you finding the new driver?
Oh, fantastic. I did an extra 20 yards to my slice.
Why are they taking her to hospital? Is she ill?
No. I'm sure she's fine.
Oh, I can't believe it. I knew she was feckless, but leaving a baby.
What's going on? What's happened? Has somebody broken in? Where's my baby?
She's all right. She'd been taken to the hospital, that's all.
She's sick.
No, she was hungry and there was no food for her here.
I've just been to get it. You've no right to take her. I was coming back.
Oh, are we supposed to know? Look, let's go to the hospital. You can see her while we wait for the social worker.
Social worker.
Yes, she'll want to talk to you.
Well, they'll let me have her back, won't they? They're not going to take her away.
They ought to, leaving your baby alone while you disappear having fun. Anything could have happened.
How dare you say that? I was going to get food for her.
You've been gone ages.
You did this. You got them round here when you know nothing about me, you witch!
You don't deserve to have a baby.
This is not helping anyone. Can we calm down?
You have to take me there. I want to get my baby back.
They won't let you take her, not till the social worker says.
They can't stop me. She's mine.
So she wants her now. Does she fancy that?
This is all your fault.
No, it's my fault. I heard the baby crying. I knocked. You didn't answer the door. So it's my fault, not hers.
But taking the baby...
Well, I had to do something. I couldn't just leave her there.
Unlike some.
Can you give me a lift to the hospital?
The door.
Ah, leave it. You've already taken the only thing worth stealing. If you don't give me a lift, I have to take the bus.
Come on, I'll take you. What's she called, your baby?
Michaela.
I know it must be hard bringing up a baby on your own, but you mustn't leave them.
I've got no choice. I need the money.
What do you mean?
I work mornings cleaning a pub. Just 2 or 3 hours.
Every morning.
I know I shouldn't leave her, but what they pay isn't enough to get a childminder.
Can't you manage on benefits?
Have you ever tried? All I wanted was to get some things for her. A buggy, high chair, clothes. Nothing second-hand or cheap. New. There's nothing wrong with that, is there?
Couldn't you take her with you to work?
No chance. I've tried with other jobs, but the minute you say you have a baby, they're not interested.
Couldn't the father help?
I don't need his help.
Don't you?
I don't even know where he is, and even if I did, I wouldn't want to see him. And that's final.
Okay.
If you'd like to leave a message, someone will make contact. Thanks for calling.
Oh, I'd like to leave a message, all right. Brenda Maguire. You're dog meat if you don't pick up this phone. Do you hear? Dog meat.
Oh, that's made my morning.
What has?
Seeing you smiling. It's the best thing that's happened to me all day.
Well, it's early yet.
Yes, and it's only going to go downhill from here.
Why, have you come to see Steve?
Exactly. Well, the restaurant opens soon, and he's promised that he'd take some leaflets round to the gym. I've been racking my brains trying to think of other places to take them too.
Oh, what? Pubs, clubs, that kind of place?
Yeah. It's a lonely business on your own. I couldn't persuade you to keep me company, could I?
Sorry, got visits to make.
Oh, you cruel woman, putting your patience before me. Are you sure I can't tempt you away?
Delivering leaflets? Not very exciting, is it?
Oh, I don't know. I'm sure I could find ways of making it exciting.
Well, I could take some of your leaflets. I'm meeting colleagues later at the hospital. I could leave some in the senior common room.
Great. I need as many out as I can. Otherwise, nobody will come. You can imagine it, can't you? Opening night, banners, balloons, and just me surrounded by free food and booze.
I'm sure you're worrying about nothing.
Yeah, of course I am. You'll be coming, won't you?
What night is it again?
It's there on the flyer. I'll show you my hob.
I've seen Hobbs before.
Oh, I'm sure you have, Dr. Thompson. I'm sure you have.
I'm not sure. I've got a busy week on.
Well, never mind. Another time, perhaps.
Definitely. Gotta go. Visits.
They will let me have her back, won't they?
You'll have to ask the social worker. I couldn't say.
I just felt like I was drowning. I needed that bit of extra money. For me and Michaela, I just wanted her to have the best.
You've got to have help if you're going to work. You cannot leave your child. Anything can happen.
I know that now, but will that be enough to get her back?
I don't know. I wish I did. Gemma! You know, there might be a way for you to keep the job.
But I can't afford to pay anyone, and you said...
Mrs. Abbott.
I can't let her look after my baby.
Why not?
She's probably senile.
Oh, no, she's got all her marbles, that one. And she told me she promised to look after the baby for you for free.
Nothing's ever for free. And she wouldn't look after her every day, would she?
You'll be surprised. You know, she's not quite the dragon you think she is. And you, well, you're not quite what she's thinking either.
She thinks I'm useless.
Well, She doesn't really know you, does she?
If you can swing her looking after Michaela for free, I'll start believing in Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy again.
Go on. Go on in, see Michaela, and I'll go to Mrs. Albert and see if she'll have her when you get her back.
If I get her back.
We did say a fiver for the last 4 holes, did we?
All right, no need to count your chickens just yet.
Are you all right now?
Yeah, fine.
Won't be tomorrow.
Why?
Because it's the day after you played golf.
What's golf got to do with it?
I've been watching you. You lick the ball. You do it a lot.
Makes it go straighter.
Oh, yeah? Well, just think about it. Some of the dirt that was on the ball is now inside you.
The dirt never hurt anybody.
Except when it's chock full of fertilizers, nitrates, phosphates, God knows what else. Do you know what the greenkeeper puts on the grass? And he stacks of the stuff. Has to have a tractor to drag it around. Consider the consequences of licking the ball.
All right, enough said. Yes, I'll wipe it down with a damp rag next time, all right? I promise.
All right.
She just wanted to do what was best for her baby.
Went a very funny way about doing it, then.
I know she didn't make too good a job of it, but I think she understands that now. She's prepared to give up working and to live off just her benefits. But it's going to be very difficult for her and Michaela.
Michaela? Is that what she's called, the poor thing? Boyfriend called Michael, was he?
I don't think she's going to call it after the father. But she can't afford a childminder.
Didn't have childminders in my day. Family would always help out.
But people move away now, don't they? Like yours?
And end up leaving their children with strangers for money. It's not right.
That's the way it is. And you've got to admire Gemma for trying.
Oh, I'll give her that. She may have made a complete hash of it, but she did try. All she needs is a little help. Guidance, if you like.
Exactly. So what about you?
Me?
Yes, you could help. Have the baby while she's at work. It wouldn't be for long.
Look after a baby? Oh, I can't see her letting me.
I think she would. In fact, I know she would, but she couldn't pay you.
Oh, I wouldn't want paying. No, taking money from that poor little mite's mouth. No. I think it's good if that girl is trying to help herself and the baby.
And it'd be some company for you.
Not that I'm to be doing it for that. Just be being neighbourly.
Of course.
Of course. Who am I trying to kid? Be lovely to have a baby to look after.
Joe, Mac, just the 2 people I wanted to see.
Look, sorry, Steve, can
You
it
see,
wait?
I've had an awful lot of visits this afternoon. Most of them your patients. Now, I wonder why that is. Mac? Joe?
Well, Mac said that you'd agreed to to... But you did, Mac. I distinctly remember you saying that Steve was doing your visits.
No. No. You must be mistaken, Joe. Look, I'll make it up to you, Steve. I'll make it up to you. I'll do all yours tomorrow, eh?
All?
Mm-hmm. All.
Right, you heard that. I've got no visits tomorrow, and that includes Mr. Washburn.
No!
Yes, all right, including Mr. Washburn. Look, I wasn't just skiving off, you know. I did see a patient on the golf course.
On the golf course?
Whom I just happened to bump into.
What, and you were examining him on the 19th, were
Did
you?
you check his swing?
What, and to decide
All
that
right,
his stroke
enough,
play...
enough.
Mac, where have you been? And why haven't you had your phone on? And why haven't you picked up your messages? I've been looking for you all afternoon.
I must have turned it off, sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot to tell him that you wanted him. Sorry.
What's wrong?
Come into your room now.
What? No, I've changed my mind. You wouldn't suit orange at all.
Could have told you that in the first place.
Yeah, but a minute, maybe fuchsia.
But the phone rang and you switched it off.
Well, yes, but I thought you wanted to talk about the visits.
The visits?
Oh, it doesn't matter. What did you want to talk about?
I did a test this morning.
Test?
Check out my fertile period.
Ah, when is it?
Now.
What, right now?
Well, today. But you're on duty tonight, and you know, when we...
You know what?
We've got to make the most of the opportunity. Look, I thought we might be able to find some time before you started evening surgery. Oh, leave it.
No, look, I can't. But I promise I'll find time after surgery. Date?
You promise? No matter what?
No matter what. Hello, Dr. McGrath speaking.
I've spoken to social services. They've allowed Gemma Marsh to take her baby home.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
Were you pleased after she left her like that?
She was doing her best. I don't think she'll do it again.
Well, are they going to allow her to keep the baby then?
Well, that'll be up to Child Protection Services to decide.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a bit difficult for her, isn't it, all by herself?
She won't be all by herself.
Has Mac finished yet? We've got an urgent appointment.
Yeah, he's on the last one, but there's been some home visits run through already. I've given him the note.
Already? I thought...
Come on, you.
Mac, what about your visits?
They can wait.